9009RH, and this is our full season corn. It's 125 day, and this is our big yield. Very tall corn, gets very good silage production, but it does have good grain as well. Back in Mexico and actually in Texas, they use this for a grain variety. But out here in California, this is for silage. And this one here, it's got some tropical genetics behind it, so it actually produces an extremely large root system, which helps this plant in terms of late season health, as well as being able to really work in a lot of situations. It can scavenge for nutrients very well. That helps with its extra size, as well as keeping it healthy and keeping it green throughout the season, just like we like to see with silage corn. As far as trait packages, the RH, that stands for Roundup Herculex, which helps for obviously the Roundup, but the Herculex helps with wireworms and some of those things as well. Also, it contains a Liberty Link trait, which allows us to use the Rely herbicide. So you actually have a couple different herbicide options where you can use Roundup as well as Rely. So that really makes it very versatile. And then again, the Herculex help with some of the pests, even has some earworm suppression as well. We're in here with 872 Roundup Ready, and this is a variety that's been in the cropland lineup for quite some time. It's been a really good standby for us that we've had a lot of success with over the years. It's also available in a conventional version, TR702. But what we like about this variety is it's a good full season corn that gets large, that has excellent plant health, but most important, it works on tough soils. You've got heavy soils or high alkali type soils. This is one that could take a little bit of abuse and still get you a really nice crop, and you have a lot of success in some of that heavier ground that maybe some other varieties won't perform in as well. This one, it's kind of the old plow horse, and it really can work in some tough situations, and that's why we like it in the lineup.
Yes, I'm John Quillen and working at Farm Supply as a corn seed specialist, and I wanted to talk today or tell you about the improvements we've had in corn due to technology. And we first started off with Roundup Ready, and then we obtained this one, which is called a VT3. And the VT3 means that it has a resistance to the corn borer, which we don't have here in California, but it has a suppression for the earworm and the armyworm. And so that gives us a higher percentage of grain in the corn, and it helps us to get a little higher yield with these different traits. Okay, we talked about the advancement of VT3 over just Roundup Ready, and that's protection in the different insects. And now we come to what we call the Pro, which is a separate and another event that gives more protection to the above ground and increases the grain protection from the earworm and also the armyworm. In grain protection, it helps in corn silage to reduce tremendously the alpha toxins that come in corn silage when we don't have this protection.